Hello everyone, welcome to the 13th episode of Sunday Musicians Café, and I hope you're enjoying this mid-July Sunday. Today the guest will be Ugnė, a very good friend of mine. We studied together at the same college in Royal College, and we met basically last year, I think, or 2 years ago. I don't remember. We'll talk about it with her, I think. Would be better. And I will invite her in a minute. Hope everyone is joining soon the chat while having a nice cafe. Let me check if everything is working properly. If you can hear me, you can see me. If you cannot, please drop a message in the chat and let me know if you have any problems with the live. Okay, I think everything is working properly. Welcome everybody to this Sunday Musicians Café 13th episode. And I'll invite Ugnė in a moment. Fantastic violinist, and she'll tell us more about her experience between Lithuania and UK as well. Let's invite her. Hey,
Hello.
hello, how are you?
Can you hear me well?
Yes, fantastic, and also we see you well.
That's
Fantastic.
great.
That's good, that's good. You're looking great, eh? You're looking great.
Thank you. I've been resting. You look great too.
Thank you, thank you. Are you in London or in Lithuania at the moment?
I came back actually around 10 days ago, so I'm enjoying a little holiday. What about you?
I'm still in London. I'll have to work until Tuesday actually, and then I'm free to go.
That's good.
You know, no, actually I'm not free because I'm going to Israel, so to play. So I actually have to work more. So I will be very much on holiday in mid of August. So I'm gonna take some day off with the violin. You know, you do take days off with violin, or you don't?
Definitely. Do you take as well?
Yes, of course. Yes. Do you have a plan to take them off, or you just randomly when you feel your body, or?
I think actually it depends on a certain day, and if I decide that sometimes you want to, spend time with friends, and
Yeah, that's good.
I think it's very important to have a balance.
Yeah. Definitely. It's very important. Yeah, work-life balance is one of the most important things. And actually, I speak a lot about this in the talks, with other guests. Obviously, we touched this argument. And tell us about your experience, because I think everybody is very interested in how you came here in London, and why you chose London. How did you start learning violin? I think we never talk about this, me and you. It would be the first time for us as well to talk about this. So why you chose the violin? I mean, your parents are musicians?
Do you mean in general, why did I choose to play violin?
Yes, I mean, your parents are musicians, or they are not?
They are not musicians,
Okay.
but actually my mother has some background. It's at school for 8 years. I think she learned violin, but
Okay.
it wasn't like very, very serious.
Okay.
And she later switched to study at like a proper school to focus to study more medicine, and then she got into
Interesting.
to study nature science. Sorry.
Nature science. Because I was about to say that my father is a doctor, so we have a lot of things in common. That our parents are not musicians.
Yeah, so both of yours aren't as well.
Yeah, but they are not musicians at all. No, not at all. But not even like, people have like the grandfather or uncles, they are musicians. No. In my own family, nobody ever touched an instrument. I think, no, wait a second. There was an uncle, which I never met, because he's like a brother of my father. No, sorry. a cousin of my father from the south of Italy, which touched the mandolin, like a very, you know, like he was playing the mandolin, but nothing to do with classical music and music careers. You know, what are you drinking? You drinking coffee or water?
Just water, actually. So kind of boring. But
yeah,
what about you? Coffee?
Of course.
Good.
Of course. I mean, what are you talking about? I'm Italian. I had to keep up with my stereotypes, you know. Buongiorno, Pietro. Someone is saying hi.
Oh.
Let's say hi to the people in the chat. I mean, obviously they are all your followers, and most probably not mine, because mine is basically my mom and a couple of friends. but they always follow, so they are very faithful, you know? So I'm really happy to have this chat with you today.
Me too.
I think it's good to have this kind of informal chats as well between musicians, and you know, talk about things and what is a music career, what is music life, and in general. It's good for the public to know what's behind a public figure as well, because obviously we perform and we look a bit distant, no, sometimes, and actually we are not. We are very much similar to everybody. Yes. Well, why you came in London?
Well, I'm still trying to answer this question to myself, especially when the prices are rising. But to be honest, I was very fascinated with the culture and history, and also the fact that I knew English quite well before coming there was like, you know, it's sort of easier, you know, it's easier to go to study to a country where you already know the language.
Yes.
And of course, the schools are great.
Yeah.
UK is famous for its academics and music as well. It's sort of like, you could say London is a capital of music in a way, one of the capitals in the world. So these things really attracted me, and of course college. Why did I choose college specifically? Yeah. College has so many great professors. I think. What do you think? It's just
it's true.
Yeah. So I feel like it was. I mean, also the fact that Lithuania still has a lot of this sort of Russian Soviet teaching more, and I wanted to have more of a Western. I mean, things are now sort of changing in Lithuania as well, where people who studied abroad coming back to teach, but I really wanted to explore this more of a Western style of teaching.
Can you tell us about this? Because obviously in our world is quite known what is like a Soviet or Russian style, you know, of teaching, and it's good. I mean, it's not bad. The thing is, they came out so many good soloists in the past from that system. But tell us about this kind of difference that you find still today.
Well, first of all, I think it's the relationship between the professor and the student. It's for me, in my experience, it's more like a friend in a way, a little bit more like family, a little bit easier to approach professor in a sort of personal way.
In which one?
I don't
system.
In the Western.
And the Western.
Yes, and I find it easier because sometimes you want to talk about other struggles, and I was really offered this help that helped in my playing as well, how I felt, and all these things. They're not often talked about in the Soviet system. It's sort of, if you can't really have these emotions, you're supposed to always be at your best. Yeah.
Yes, it's true. It's
a little bit like you won't be understood if
you are absolutely right. And I'm gonna tell you something that for me is very, I mean, it was a life-changing experience meeting Rashkovsky, which he is both of the things. So he can teach you in the Soviet way. So he still teach you like very much on the results, right? On the results. And the old school teaching, and it's fantastic. But at the same time, he's so well set in this culture as well. So he opens up to each student, and he becomes like a father, really. To me, he became like a father figure, because I could speak to him or talk to him about everything. And I've went to difficult things last year and really tough moments, and he was there absolutely 100% and always encouraging me. And, you know, he has this kind of talent of being realistic, as a very Russian style, you know, like that's it. I mean, 2 + 2 is 4. That's it, you know. And there are no nuances, but at the same time, he listens. So he listens and he receives, and he tells you, okay, you decide, you know, and you know, and you have to feel good, you know. He cares about your feelings in general. I mean, he cares about your emotional state. So I was blessed, I think, with �α𝒊𝒈𝒔. If you ever have the opportunity, please have a lesson with him, because or a couple of lessons. You should have more than one. You're doing the bachelor, right, at the moment?
Sorry?
You're doing the undergrad.
Yes.
You finished, or
I'm finished with my 3rd year, so I have one more left.
Ah, fantastic. Okay, and then you're planning to do the master.
Well, we'll see how it goes. I think I definitely want to, but a lot of factors depend. So, but actually, I just wanted to say I'm super glad that you found this professor who's like, I want to say, like a home, like a safe place to you, and you can always go to him. So it's a very good experience, and I'm very happy for you.
Thank you so much. No, but I hope you will find him. I think you can do a master with him. You should do it.
Well, I'm with Radu now, and I'm super happy with him. And,
of course.
Yeah, I think he's a professor that I kind of have been looking for a while.
Good.
And I feel also blessed, like you said. It's sort of luck, and being grateful for this. It's important to remember.
I mean, obviously you work hard, You work very hard. I can witness that Ugnė, she is a hard worker on the violin. And I mean, have you ever been like a hard worker, or you were a lazy student when you were a kid?
I think I was quite a lazy student, unfortunately, and I'm still learning, and especially my progress sort of goes really in waves. It's not the most, not very. I've been getting better over the past half a year. It's been getting a lot better, but I'm trying to be more consistent. I think everything depends on consistency. So I think it's just important to.
No, it is. I mean, it makes me
unfortunately.
Laugh because... No, it's true. It's absolutely like this. I mean, if you look at athletes, or or successful people, then it depends what do we mean by success. And I would be interested in what you think. What is success as well for you? What is the success? But in general, consistency is the key for everything. I mean, but it's true. I mean, also in my case, I go ups and downs. Now I'm a bit down on the practicing, not on the practicing, but on the technical development. You're like, you look at yourself and you say, okay, but more than this, why I cannot do better things at the moment? Maybe in half a year I will do. Oh wow, now I can do it. And it's always like this. I remember last year it was like super up and then down again. It's like this, and I think we need to learn as musicians also how to cope with this, because mentally we have to train ourselves on and I would like to know what you think about it, but to train ourselves on coping with downs. It's okay not to be able to play Paganini for a month, whatever. What do you think about this?
I think this is a sort of a difficult topic for everyone, because we think about it and it's sort of easy to understand why, and in a theoretical sense, but actually practically it's a lot more difficult. And I've been also learning as well, with not just with the downs and having sometimes no expectations and letting go and just doing the process, but also the guilt, like, because I feel like it's hard to get satisfied with your practice in a day. I'm not like I stopped caring about the hours, and I started caring about the goals, and I actually sometimes write down the goals, what I'd like to work on, and sometimes it just doesn't happen in the day, or sometimes I'm just not satisfied enough with the progress. How do I stop and just, you know, have a clear mind and leave it till tomorrow, because it's like little steps. So I'm learning to not feel that guilt, and just remembering that it's a long and a beautiful process.
It is. No, I think you're talking very wisely. I'm very dying as well. Sorry, don't know what's happening. I finished the coffee as well, so I don't know what's happening. Well, I think I'm alive.
Maybe you'd need some water.
No, I'm okay. Okay. So I was saying that you're talking very wisely, and I agree 100% with what you're saying. And so with this, you think success? What is success for you? Because of this, I guess it's like a lifetime achievement.
Do you mean success in violin or generally in life?
For you, generally in life.
Okay. For me, success is, first of all, being surrounded by people who accept you for who you are and just genuinely love you, I could say. No matter if it's friends or family. So for me, this is sort of maybe the most important thing, actually, because we are social creatures at the end of the day, and we, you know.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. And it comes to my mind also another question, because in my case, my best friends are not musicians, actually. What is in your case? I mean, obviously, I have good friends. You are a very good friend, you know, but like childhood friends, friends, and, you know, people that I can really talk to on a day by day on things that are very intimate and stuff are non-musicians. So which is your case? I mean,
my case is that I went to a music school, so it's sort of limited as a child where you could meet your friends. And my closest friends were as well at the music school, but they actually did not choose musical careers. So it's I feel actually even sometimes it's easier to be understood by someone who has tasted a bit of that professional musical world, because so much stress is there. And also as a friend, sometimes some things come up, and I feel like they're very patient with me, and I'm very grateful for that, because as a musician, it's a bit chaotic. There's never some such like schedule that you can trust, and some things, you know, change.
Yeah, it's true. I think we are left on our own schedule. I think we on this purpose, actually, I wanted to ask you if you have a schedule of your day. Like, do you schedule your day? I mean, ever, or your practice? I mean, ever?
I actually started it back in May when things got too much for me, and I remember there was one thing that I almost missed, I think, and I was really shocked. So I think it's better to put everything on the paper, to not be constantly stressed and a bit of 100%. Everything in your mind. Yeah. So do you plan your days?
Yes, the most I can. Obviously, the problem with me is that sometimes each week is different. So I struggle very much from September. I want to have like more consistency also on the things I do. Obviously, you can see that I do many projects, many different things, and sometimes I do too much. So sometimes the weeks they change according to the projects I'm doing. No? But the practice is always in the morning, so I don't touch the mornings, for example, until 2 p.m. Nobody can talk to me basically, because those is for practicing moment, you know. And but the afternoons, it depends. Teaching, projects, you know, things, and they always change. And you know, but more or less, I schedule my weeks, you know. But the most important thing for me is the practice routine. So it's not just to learn repertoire; it's to be happy with myself, because I noticed many times, and you tell me if it's the same. It's the same for you, but I noticed that I really go in a bad state, emotional state, and like almost depressed if I don't practice, you know, because there is this kind of sense of guilt as well that at the back is kicking. Oh, but at the same time, is the reality is not just sense of guilt. The reality is that I lived with a violin all my life, basically, and my body needs the music, needs the violin. So that is painful. How is it for you? I mean, have you ever felt, because for example, I never felt like rejection to the violin. Some people, they told me I sometimes I felt like a rejection from my body. I felt a rejection to the violin. I've never.
That's amazing.
I know, but I'm scared as well because, you know, it's not normal maybe.
Do you mean when your body is trying to tell you something that you shouldn't, maybe you should stop and take a break?
Exactly.
Well, I did burn from not listening to my body before, and I was practicing with a lot of pain, thinking that it's good to build stamina and I just need to get through it. It's like this way, just bite your teeth and.
No, this is very old style. It doesn't work. It doesn't really work. And so you get injured or what? I
got injured, and actually quite badly, because for 7 months I could not touch violin, and my hand was even in a, is it called a cast? It's not broken, but it was in a cast to mobilize it, stabilize it. Yeah. And I also spent some time at the hospital because it was just some nerve problem that was, I don't know, it was even difficult for me to move the hand, control and feel. So I was pretty scared, and I was considering changing profession because, you know, when you just can't practice for so much, you're used to sort of practicing almost every day, if not every day. It's very strange. And
of course.
And I was told by a lot of doctors that there's just so much uncertainty that you should prepare a plan B. So
wow. How old you were when it happened?
I think I was 17. It was grade 11, and basically after summer, before the last grade of school, I decided to try to prepare for exams to entry for medicine.
University. Okay.
And because my mom is a doctor, and sort of it's always been at the back of my mind a bit, medicine. But
same here.
But actually, for some funny reason, when I started really preparing and studying for all those nature science like biology, chemistry, for exams, the hand magically healed. And I started practicing again.
There was a blessing from the sky, right?
It was a sign.
Yes, exactly. No, but I mean, I guess it was also mentally was really hard to cope with that, because I guess you wanted to practice, but you couldn't physically. So, but you weren't considering, for example, I remember I never got injured, but I remember I had a problem in the left hand just before the final recital, not of college, but back in my undergrad. I was practicing like 8 hours per day, like crazy amount, and heavy stuff, you know, 𝒂𝒊𝒈𝒏𝒚, Brahms concerto, you know, Paganini, 6 caprices, you know, it was difficult.
No.
Yes. In Genova, we had to play 6 caprices of Paganini at the final recital. 6 caprices.
That's traumatizing.
Yeah, that's incredible.
That's worse than Paganini competition?
No, it's actually, I mean, the requests, yes. I mean, at the exam, they just choose 2 of the 6, but we have to prepare 6.
But that's actually more cruel, because you're working so hard.
Of course.
And then somehow they manage to choose the ones you least want to play.
Of course. I think it's because of the birthplace of Paganini, you know. I think that's why we are so fixed with Paganini. But I don't think there are other cities in Italy where they practice 6 caprices. But anyway, the thing is, the hand was really painful at a certain point, but I was stopping myself, you know. I was just, you know, as soon as I was feeling like bad, I was taking care, putting cream, you know, these kind of things. But I never got injured to the point of not being able to practice for a certain amount of time. And so that I was, again, blessed in a way. But I think I have very strong awareness of what is happening. So I have like I have strong will on deciding what I'm gonna do. Obviously, I get kicked by many emotions at the same time, so I cannot control those things. But on my will, I'm quite strong on deciding, okay, this is going to be my objective, and that's it. And yeah, doesn't mean that I don't struggle though. But yeah. But you said that in May you started having more things to do. I guess also it goes with social media. I saw that you had a peak, very high peak. How do you feel with that? How do you cope?
I was shocked myself, really shocked. It's sort of out of nowhere because I always posted some sort of content before.
Yes.
And then suddenly so many followers, and they actually like the stuff that I post, because I thought, oh, you know, maybe it's sort of more of an inner joke with my friends. And it feels great, and I feel like this is sort of a part of future for even classical music, because through this kind of space you can reach out to many types of audience and help people learn more about classical music, and give actually a good experience.
Yes.
Because I think good classical music has a lot of power to, I believe that it even can heal people in a way,
100%.
if it's spiritually or even physically. But I think it's great for sharing music, and
yes,
I feel like there's so many great musicians that don't yet have an audience, and I really hope that magical ways help them, you know, to
yeah, but you know,
it's
super weird. I mean, obviously, myself, I'm trying to communicate with an audience about classical music and trying to promote, you know, young talent in general. I did a project where I created a concert series and stuff, and and I'm trying my best. But some people are blessed, and some people are. I need to, consistency. But it doesn't mean that you don't have followers. There is another thing that maybe I want to share it with you. I don't know if you think the same, but I don't remember who said this, but someone like successful, like in business or something. They said that you don't need like 1 million followers. You need like 100 people that are very faithful.
Yeah.
That they will always be with you. And to find that you might have like 1 million followers, but then not even 20 people, they are actually caring about you as a person. Yeah, investing. Yeah, they would spend time with you, money with you, or energy. So if you want to spread whatever message you want to spread, even classical music message and stuff, and they are really keen to listen. It really depends. So, I mean, I'm super happy for you, obviously, because I'm really happy because,
thank you.
Honestly, I'm if my friends they have success, I'm super happy. I'm the happiest man on the world, because I don't feel envy or envy, because it's I really want to see classical music growing. And so I'm really happy. But how do you cope with that? I mean, obviously you had like, I'm sure that you got hooked by it immediately, right?
Oh yes, I remember first week I was just constantly checking.
Yeah.
I was shocked, like, because mainly it blew up on TikTok, and my TikTok has a lot of followers now, and I just remember being so fascinated, because actually I completely forgot that there's a video that's going to be posted, because so the story about the piano and violin duo. Basically, I think it's filmed like 5 days before the posting, because I think that maybe he needs to edit something, some writing, or I don't know. But actually I forgot about it. I wasn't even sure is it going to be posted or something like that. And then I just wake up and there's just like, I think 4,000 followers of nowhere. And because I already posted content on there, the same actually as Instagram, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And I was actually checking.
You thought it was from the other, for your content?
No. I knew it's from there. So that's why I was like, wow. Because from my content, the one I had, I think actually like three videos before or something like that. I had like 35 followers on
It's
TikTok.
incredible. It's
Yeah.
incredible.
And then it just blew up. And then I remember checking because it was blowing up so much. And I could not believe that from that video, this could bring so many new followers to my account. So it was definitely this happy. But now actually I kind of forgot about it. And I think it's even bad because now I have this audience and maybe it would be good to post. And I get a lot of people requesting for things. But I also have been focusing on some classical progress.
Of course.
Classical rap progress, and I felt like I was a little bit busy with
I think people appreciated your talent. It's not magical. So you have to hear this, and I think you have to hear it properly, even twice or three times, because you have a big talent and you play very well, and people appreciate it. People appreciate your talent. So of course you have to post, but not because you have to please them. Because you actually play good, and you know, not because we have to please them. Because I mean, people follows you not because they are expecting you to give them back something. They just want to listen to you. I mean, the majority, I guess, for sure there'll be a proportion of like a portion of followers which are fake. Like some people that they will leave at a certain point. You need to expect this, I guess. As well, no? But the majority for sure is because they were super struck by you because you play very well. So you have to continue posting, yes. But even classical, I mean, post. I think that's my suggestion, honestly. I mean, do whatever you want, but
thank you.
Honestly, I think you post the way you practice, and people they will love it.
Oh, thank you, Pietro. It's really inspired me to share more music.
I'm happy that somehow you told me in the past that my presence on the social media, even though it's ridiculous, but inspired you to post more, because I remember you told me this, and I was like, I think you were like the second or the third person telling me this, and it was like, no way. I mean, I can't believe this, because obviously people, people that don't know about music, I understand. But people that know about music, they know me. It was very, very nice to receive this feedback. Yeah.
But actually, I tried to do 100 days of practice twice, and I could not go past like 10 days, and it's incredibly difficult.
It's really difficult.
It sounds, but you just need a clip, like a minute clip from a day. Actually, somehow, and I have so much respect that you actually completed it, because now that especially I've tried it, I know just how difficult it is. And also you post such a variety of content. It's very different. And even I remember talking with my friends, because we just love your ASMR videos. So like this example that you're very versatile and you can make a lot of content from different things.
Thank you. No, I have different interests in life, and that's why I guess my content is very different, various in a way. So thank you for the compliments. But I mean, I did just what I wanted to do. I mean, I didn't try to pretend anything. I was myself all the time. So but it's really hard. One of the days I was with you. Yes. And that actually was a really good one. It was one of the best, actually.
It was very fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I remember that I don't know why I chose you in a way, like to do that content that day. We were in the orchestra together. We were lucky me, because I remember you were at the beginning of your social media, starting like your new account, and I clicked in a way. I said, Ugnė, I think she wants to do it in a way. And you were afraid at the beginning. You were, no, I don't know. I told you, you come, no worries. And people were, we can say this, but people were judging a bit.
Oh, yes.
Yes, 100%. People, they were like, what the fuck are they doing, these guys? They were like, well, I mean, we were bothering, to be honest, because during rehearsals, basically, we did a little video where we were like practicing Mozart, what we were playing at the concert, basically. The magic flute, it was a magic flute. So it was nice. It was nice. We should play together again.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yes, yes. We can do the old duos of Perman and Zuckerman.
Wait, are there?
No. What do you mean?
What did you mean duos?
No, we can play the duos, the two violins, like the Leclerc.
Yes.
Yes.
But actually, I don't know if you've ever seen, but I posted before a story with Theo playing some Irish tunes.
Yes, of course.
I feel like that's really fun to sight read.
Yes.
If you ever want to.
Yes, I want to. I definitely want to. Yes. Fantastic. Ugnė, you have. I always ask this at the end of the chat. As you can see, it's a very informal conversation and relaxed between musicians, exchanging opinions and stuff. So if you have, I think you have, but feel free to say whatever you want. But if you have like a tip or a key message that you want to leave to younger musicians, for the future.
This is an extremely difficult question.
Nah, carry on.
I feel like so many great things have been said that it's difficult to add something new, but I think life consists of many things, and it's important to enjoy every moment, and actually understanding that music is a gift that we're blessed with as humanity, and the purpose is great, and it's for maybe young generations, it's definitely worth studying classical music and picking up an instrument, and I think yeah, I'm a bit lost for words here.
No, but it's incredible. You said something really deep. I mean, I was like floating in the air. No, fantastic. No, I really think wow, that's really good, really good. And also the thing you said at the beginning is not it's not easy to say, but when you say that there being said so many good things that you don't need to say other things, and this is so true. This is so true. And I was thinking, we always try to find, and also in social media, we scroll to look for the secret tip, and all of these podcasts, including mine, this one, you always try to to find yes, but it's sick. In a way, it's sick, because the reality is that there are truths said already a long time ago, and by everybody repeats always the same things, and we just need to follow them, maybe, and not just to find a new way to reapproach life, and always new secrets. It's so true. I mean, this is such a good tip. Thank you so much, Ugnė. Thank you so much.
I just want to add just last thing.
Yes, please.
As simple as it is, listen to your heart more, even with musical choices, and also as we spoke before, and about listening to your body, and to make sure that hopefully in your life you have a healthy body that you can play whenever you would like to. So basically, yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, I totally agree, 100%. Thank you so much, Ugnė. And I hope to see you around in London for a coffee in real life, or a pint maybe. You drink
or
here,
Irish
I don't
tunes?
remember. Irish tunes. Yes, please. Let's play Irish tunes together. Yes. I will have so much fun. Amazing.
Good luck. Good luck in
so
Israel,
much.
and have a nice summer. Thank you for the
Thank
talk.
you. Bye. See
Bye.
you. Thank you so much. What an incredible person is Ugnė, really. What an incredible guest. She's amazing, as you can see. I mean, she's really humble, but at the same time is at the top of what someone can ask for, and she's doing great with the violin and everything. And I loved playing with her, and it's super fun. And she's really hardworking, and she's super solid technically as well. So you really have. It's really enjoyable playing with her, So I hope you enjoyed this relaxed conversation this was the 13th episode of Sunday Musicians Café, a little project that I'm carrying on at the moment, and every Sunday, next Sunday, I think I will take a break, but every Sunday, basically, I have a little conversation with friends or musicians that I met in London, and we talk about our lives and our things that we do on a daily basis, and yeah, struggles, maybe good things and bad things, you know, and to try to open up more to a bigger audience, and to try to communicate the classical world a bit more. So please follow up, and have a nice rest of the day. See you.